Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Here, we will discuss XRP. I also had the chance to touch on the state of the economy and various developments in the crypto space. Experts in finance and economics are sounding the alarm that the Biden administration may be considering measures to prevent access to your bank account if currency panic continues to spread. Stop people from taking money out of their accounts, period. Biden's teams in the federal government have already taken steps to suppress questions about fair elections, restrict the kind of appliances available to the public, and more. Your bank account may be the next stop. According to Hugh Hendry, a macroeconomics expert, and I agree with him. The FDIC video discussing bailouts is one I won't soon forget. Why did they even bring up bailouts if it wasn't going to happen? It seems to have been intended all along. I keep repeating myself, but the banking system is not safe. There are far better options for your money now. What's more, the plan to force everyone to switch to electric automobiles is still on the table. They also hope you never buy an automobile of your own. Some automakers are eliminating the buyout provision that typically exists at the end of a leased vehicle's term, often 3 years. So you just keep signing leases, and it almost makes you look forward to the day when you own nothing and are completely content with your life. That's the final destination. And I'm not going to even consider that crazy natural gas stove option. Therefore, the debt cap will be increased. It's a matter of perspective. To begin, will Republicans receive any rebates? Or will Biden impose a debt ceiling rise with no cutbacks at all, despite Treasury estimates that only $1 billion are needed? The debt limit is going to be increased. This will probably carry on for another 2 weeks until they figure something out. And then, of course, the debt ceiling will be raised at the 11th hour. However, she is widely covered by the media because she is out there sowing discord and worry. It makes me wonder what, if anything, she's actually trying to cover up. And if she's serious about cutting costs, she should get rid of the Internal Revenue Service and the Securities and Exchange Commission. Bankruptcies are increased 216%, but everything is okay and there is no recession. And it's only the beginning of July of that year. In addition, she could abolish the Fed. However, I believe that the current increase in bankruptcies is due to the fact that many are giving up and instead working 2 or even 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And since they are also paying off their credit cards, it's safe to assume that they are trying to begin anew. As it turns out, much of the debt was precipitated by COVID. They didn't want you to use currency. Debit and credit cards were encouraged instead. Remember contactless payments. On top of that, you were pressured to make purchases you didn't actually require. And the paper towel situation was even worse. Furthermore, I believe that the current rate of inflation will only rise further. I don't give a damn if the magic figures they tell Americans at the gas station or the grocery shop are true. The rate of inflation has been stable, and is even slightly rising. People have ceased paying bills since they no longer have the Alaska House passes that legalize gold and silver. This is now the case not just in Wyoming, but also in Utah and Texas. To restore the existing economy, fix the current system, and hold all the spending, I believe every state should advocate for a return to the gold standard. However, you can see how some states are battling for an alternative to Fed. Out of the gate, I predict failure for Fed currently. In a moment, I'll elaborate on it. In the fight for the Federal Reserve, XRP and Stellar XLM are at odds. In whose hands will the instant payment service fall? It's very irrelevant at this point. Like I indicated before, I believe the Fed is now in place, but nobody will want to adopt it and not all institutions will use it. Eventually, shop owners will lose interest in using it. People also have no interest in using it. But there's also metal blockchain to consider. And right now, it's the cryptocurrency industry's XRP alternative. Twitter. There have been at least 5 potential XRP substitutes introduced over the time that I've held XRP. And, hey, XRP is still around. Now that Cypher's Serum has faded from the conversation, what about Siberian? Whether you like it or not, XRP has emerged as the future currency. Furthermore, the United States will continue to make use of RippleNet and XRP. Following the resolution of the SEC versus Ripple case, there will be food for thinking. What better time for XRP to be listed than now, when Nasdaq is taking custody of cryptocurrency? Even if Fed now, there are several reasons to resolve the SEC lawsuit against Ripple before July. However, I believe this case will ultimately succeed. They won't believe it's over since it happens so quickly. You should realize that nobody will be announcing the arrival of that day. Just like that, it will occur. Ripple has been working with fiat for over a decade, and in that time it has been laying the groundwork for what will eventually become a vast global network. And once that network is fully implemented, that's when we might witness the sudden surge of XRP activity that everyone has been anticipating. Again, that's good news for anybody who owns XRP. Just wait until that time comes. Although the XRP army was labeled as conspiracy theorists when they first shared this information 5 years ago, the facts are now in the open. Use the cryptos to IOTA Swift's lock. Keep in mind that just last year, skeptics were asking what crypto had to do with what was essentially a chat app. But now we can see how neatly it all fits together. Everything that has ever been a theory about XRP is rapidly becoming proven true. This includes CBDCs. Were formerly thought to be a hoax. But here we are now, with every nation on Earth eager to hear what a 1x Ripple CEO has to say about XRP's most pressing problem. Everyone seems to think that the escrow will be burned under pressure, at which point the price of XRP will explode. However, XLM is an exception, as the price actually decreased. So, Matt Hamilton, the former director of developer relations at Ripple, has weighed in on the debate over what will happen to the company's XRP holdings if it is forced to dispose of them. Hamilton has proposed that Ripple could make all of their future escrow funds inaccessible to anyone, including the company, by disabling the master key on the destination account. According to Matt Hamilton, they can forgo any other measures and simply utilize the master key. But I don't think the judge has given Ripple a burning order. To this day, I have little hope that the government will ever reward the crypto industry. I believe that XRP future success will be based on the increasing demand for the services it provides. In every corner of the globe. Both of us will benefit from it in the long run. But again, in my judgment, burning the escrow was unnecessary. News just in by Nance's CZ. I'm following Elon Musk no longer. People are claiming Binance is finished all of a sudden due of that. Binance has failed. They stopped following Elon Musk, that's why. CZ probably had a good reason for doing that. We can expect an explanation for this within the next week. However, once again, people made hasty assumptions. They conclude, oh, well, that's it for Binance. When they quit following someone, you know it's over. Listen up, people often ignore and unfollow others. Jim Cramer predicts a financial tidal wave in the near future. That's excellent news for financiers. That's not something I'd recommend. Simply put, if Jim Cramer predicts anything, the exact opposite will happen. For this reason, he never ignores a word that Jim Cramer utters. Hopefully, he's wrong on the last one, because I want to see the market turn around and start moving upward after being stuck in a rut for so long. When I look at the charts, I sometimes think, I don't even want to look at it, because it reinforces the notion that the market should just get up and move already. Why am I keeping this cryptocurrency if I know I'm not going to use it? The next step is to start reminding yourself of your values and the reasons you hold them. When you hold XRP, you hold the most valuable cryptocurrency in history. The time spent waiting in this holding pattern will be well spent. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. I value your interest in my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.